So I absolutely love the NT. I've been lucky enough to go a few times. The last time I was there earlier this year, and it was on one of our Trailfinders academies, so with 30 of our sales agents. And we spent 3 days in the Red Centre, and we did some amazing touring, like from sunrise to sunset. All of the sales agents learned so much about the destination, and it was just so special. One of the newest experiences that they've got there is a tour called Wintjeri Wiru, which is a drone show in the night sky, and it tells the stories, the local stories of the Aboriginals in a really beautiful way. It's so clever, and it's set in front of the rock, and it's just an incredible experience. Really, really unique and something you just would never see anywhere else. Another one of my favourite experiences in the Red Centre was the Field of Light. It's an artist called Bruce Munro who put all these lights essentially in the landscape, and as the sun goes down they light up, and you take your time and walk around these meandering fields of lights essentially, and it's so beautiful and so peaceful. I loved it. So the Northern Territory is basically split into 2 regions. So you've got the Red Centre, which is incredible. So that's where Uluru, the sacred rock, is. You've got Kings Canyon, which is amazing for hiking. And if you're there a little bit longer, you can go out to the West McDonald's Ranges, and also catch a cheetah, which is beautiful. So there's tons to do there from sunrise to sunset. And then the other region of the Northern Territory is the top end. So that's more kind of lush national parks, loads of wildlife and wetlands. You can see crocodiles in the natural habitat. So both really diverse regions and both equally as amazing. So one piece of advice I would say if you're visiting the Northern Territory is if it's your first time, I would definitely choose the Red Centre. Uluru is so iconic and definitely needs to be part of your first trip to Australia. And also you just don't want to rush it, like there's so much to do there. I would choose that and explore it fully and properly. If you've been to Australia before, and maybe you've seen the Red Centre, I would choose to go to the top end and spend your time there. Again, there is so much to explore, so you want to take your time. You could easily spend, 6 days up there exploring the various national parks, if not longer. So yeah, just take it slow. So again, in the Red Centre, there is so many activities to do, all incredible. So one of my favourite ones that I did actually this year is a tour called Sunrise Journeys, which is this light show pre-sunrise, and you watch the landscape wake up, and it tells a really sacred Aboriginal story, and it's just really special. You've also got the famous Field of Light to do in the evening, which is beautiful. You can do fine dining bush dinners, hiking, so much. Other things to do whilst you're there is you can get up close and personal with the rock, so you can do the base walk, which takes a couple of hours. You can cycle it, you can Segway it. There really is something for everyone, depending on what activity level you want. When you're in the top end, it's more about water and the water-based activities. So the Red Centre is quite dry, the top end is very lush and wet and green. So one of my favourite things to do there is the yellow water Billabong cruise, where you cruise the wetlands and spot crocodiles in the natural habitat. And you can go hiking in Kakadu National Park. Litchfield National Park is stunning. Nitmiluk Gorge, so much to do, but I definitely recommend doing it with a guide because there's loads to learn and explore. And Arnhem Land is another really sacred place, where you can see ancient rock art, and it's incredible. I would say just the pure peace. Like, it's so rare these days in the busy world that we live in that you can go somewhere and feel like truly like at peace, and you breathe, and you're surrounded by so much space out there. It's really, really special. And just being surrounded by kind of all these immense natural landscapes makes you feel so small in the best way.